If anything goes wrong, I'll turn us around in a heartbeat.
I know you will.
Oh, whoops. I like how everyone loves Quicksilver, and in this movie, he practically does nothing. He's reduced to a professional seatbelt unbuckler and a professional taper. He's one of the most powerful X-Men, and he literally gets yeeted out of the movie.
At war with ourselves.
You must continue your journey without me.
What are you... What? Charles?
Mr. President.
Are you seeing this on TV?
Okay, hold on a second. In the last movie, Charles delivers a message that basically threatens the entire world.
But I
Have returned. The day of reckoning is here.
And now he has a personal line to the president? What? Also, in Days of Future Past, Magneto was going to kill the president, and it was recorded live. So how do the X-Men have fans? They've literally been threatening the Earth countless times. Even with Mystique, this little girl loves her, and they're selling action figures apparently. But she tried to assassinate like some world leaders, and she pointed a gun at a room of like high executives in the White House.
Wait, that's illegal.
After having a little skirmish in a neighborhood, flipping 2 cars, and destroying the propellers on a helicopter, the government is now cutting ties with the X-Men and setting up internment camps.
This is Charles Xavier. I'd like to talk to the president.
Mr. Xavier, this phone will no longer be operational.
They didn't even do this when the world was almost destroyed.
Eventually, cities, urban centers, anything built since the Bronze Age will be wiped away.
Hey, but a couple cars get flipped and part of a helicopter gets destroyed? Screw it, dude. Lock him up right now. It's also funny how they have this basketball court right above their hangar. You're telling me that anytime they want to leave, the kids have to clear out and stop their game? They have this entire estate, and yet they choose the basketball court. Like, put it anywhere else. There's literally a big clearing right here.
And by the way, the women are always saving the men around here. You might want to think about changing the name to X-Women.
That was both very cringy and it doesn't make sense. The women save all the men? What about last movie where Quicksilver saves everyone in the mansion?
Get in the chopper and go! Fall back!
So 2 mutants are basically tearing this helicopter in half. Wouldn't it be a bright idea to have everyone get in it? So these aliens have the power to like move matter or something and just like insta-kill people, but at the end of the movie, they just resort to fist fighting. Why?
I think it makes perfect sense.
Joe, it makes sense because it doesn't make sense.
The fact that you're railing about it doesn't make a lot of sense.
For this part, I need to talk about a few plot points in the movie. Jean accidentally kills Raven, and Hank basically loses it and blames everything on Charles, which is in of itself really stupid.
We've been trying to protect these kids from the world when really we should have been protecting them from you.
Jean goes to Magneto's camp for shelter and basically just asks him about vengeance because she's mad at her father for leaving her when she was young. Magneto says,
I've lived with vengeance my whole life. Killed whatever I thought would make pain go away. It didn't. No matter how many souls I sent under.
So it's very clear that he denounces vengeance. Then, literally 10 minutes later, this happens when Hank shows up.
She's dead. Jean killed her. If I find her, I'll kill her. I know.
So you're telling me that after going through a 2-minute monologue about vengeance being bad, you immediately do a 180 on your stance after Raven getting killed? Does Magneto even like Raven in this timeline? It wasn't like he was trying to kill her in Days of Future Past. Towards the end of Dark Phoenix, before like the big action set piece in the train, Charles tries to convince Hank and Magneto to not kill Jean before the aliens show up.
And this is not Jean. We can still save her. She's still Jean inside.
What a compelling argument. Hank and Magneto were so hell-bent on killing Jean for the last half of the movie, and then flip because of Charles' sorry attempt at being persuasive. Amazing writing.
That's got to be the best
writer
I've ever seen.
So it would seem.
Storm is obviously very powerful, and for most of the movie she just shoots lightning from her hands and actually shoots ice cubes at someone. It's not till the end of the movie where she actually uses her powers.
My kid used to be a fan.
So this is the only interaction that Nightcrawler has with this guy. Later on, one of the aliens kills him, and Nightcrawler just goes crazy over his death for some reason. Throughout the whole movie, he showed no signs of being bad, but he snaps when someone dies who he doesn't know at all? Look at him, he's literally crazy now. Alright guys, this is the most illogical point in the whole movie. How the hell does this alien know how to walk in high heels, let alone run in them? Oh god, I'm getting Jurassic World flashbacks. Alright, so we're finally at the end of the movie, and I have no idea what the hell is happening. It's basically just a light show at this point. Let me crank up the brightness. I think it'll help you guys understand what's happening right now.
Alright.
My emotions make me strong.
My emotions make me strong. Hey! Give it up to Simon Kinberg. What amazing writing. He deserves an Oscar for the screenplay.
You guys are gonna mess up my jet ski. Hold up.